I forgot to mention, as we go along, when each poet sees your poem appear on the screen, if you would do what Louisa did, which is say a couple of sentences about either your poems and how you came to write them, or yourself and your poetry background, that would be wonderful. So the next person to be reading is Bill. So Bill?
All right, so yeah, I worked in factories before I began my career in poetry. I was a soldier, and then when I got out, I was in factories in Chicago and then a factory in Connecticut before coming to Virginia to be a writer. So this reflects on my time in Chicago. Inner workings. I once worked in a Chicago factory where bleary-eyed nights bled beneath ceaseless candescence, where stacking arms hammered and marching bags sang their conveyor-belted cadence, where razor-edged slitters mounted on steel drums carved an ink web spun from 2-ton rolls of paper. All it took was one careless moment for the machine next to mine to snag its operator and yank her arm into its hydraulic press. All wounds should be like that, slashed open with crimson painting a clotted stain across the dust-flecked steel of machines brought suddenly to a halt. They should howl into night's cavern beneath sudden, shocked silence. And in the wide-eyed hush, in the gathered round crowd of shuffling steel-toed boots, in the alert light's strobing flash, everyone should take a moment to ponder just how fragile and flimsy a body truly is. How precious the gift inside, the inner workings of each machine sheathed in skin.
Thank you, Bill. As always, your poems are so powerful and so full of, unfortunately, physical imagery. Terry. This is our current president, in case anyone doesn't know it. She's president of the Poetry Society of Virginia. And thank you, Terry, for taking that on.
Thank you very much for doing this whole thing. You can hear me?
Yes, yes, you're fine.
My poem is self-explanatory. It's something we lived through. Doing the hard work. We met through an adoption service. We, wide-eyed. She, resolute. I'll have to take a leave of absence. If they see I'm pregnant, they'll fire me. Our retorts identical.
So Lori B is doing a reading thing right now. I thought it was this evening, so I'm watching it. I'll let you know.
Just 1 minute. You need to mute yourself. Okay, I got it. Sorry, Terry, will you please start again?
Yes, please. Doing the hard work. We met through an adoption service. We, wide-eyed. She, resolute. I'll have to take a leave of absence. If they see I'm pregnant, they'll fire me. Our retorts identical. We exclaimed, that's illegal. The 20-something rolled her eyes. They do it with everyone. Beneath her jersey, muscles rippled. You aren't near radiation, are you? A shake of her head. No, I weld metal, lift sheets of steel. Too heavy for me now, anyway. A glance at her abdomen. Our hearts reached out. She turned away. Her sigh rose like steam in the engine room. At the meeting, we asked for photos of her ex. I shredded them, she hissed. Anger her fuel. Her question was a demand. Where do I sign? Pen nearly snapped. Concern creased our social worker's face like an infant sucking sour fruit. Have you done the counseling? You have to do the hard work, the emotional part. No eye contact. We've been warned. Signature not legal until first cry, cutting of the cord, swaddling in soft blankets. When the call came, my husband sped for hospital, pink diaper bag, his companion. It wasn't until dinner I learned he'd made a U-turn. Don't go, social worker warned. She found a sister to help her. I watched shipyard workers line street corners, wait for buses, rip black lunch boxes. I searched for the one with juice stains on her shirt, arms muscled from lifting a toddler high in the air, high as a crane at the dry dock, low as the bilge on a destroyer, fore and aft, abeam and draft. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Very powerful. And actually, I will share briefly that I have 2 adopted children, so I've been there, done that too. But I'm very sorry you had that experience.
We're finally successful with someone.
Good, good. Okay, so next we have Ed. You can go.